Ready for a simple way to enjoy all the veggies all summer long? Grilled veggies with a balsamic glaze. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chronicles Chef. I'm Scott Hamilton, and today we're going to make a delicious grilled veggie side. Super easy to make. It's easy to do for meal prep. It's easy to make for a fancy meal. It's easy to bring to a barbecue. Some cottage cheese to give it some good richness. All the different veggies that you want. Pick and choose as you may. See what's in season. Have the farmer's market inspire you. Either way, it's going to turn out looking like this and going to be so delicious. Let's get cooking. Weather's absolutely beautiful. Let's get grilling off some beautiful veggies. I've got eggplant, onions, tomatoes, zucchini, squash, peppers, some asparagus. You can do all sorts of beautiful things with this. In this bowl, we're going to toss a little bit of oil in there. Hit it with some salt, some pepper. You can do whatever seasoning that you want. I'm going to use Bonneville from High Desert Kitchen. Great herbs, all sorts of wonderful flavors, a little spice, a little lemon. It's really good, really versatile for whether you're going to do balsamic or anything like that. This is going to match those things. You can take this in any direction you want, but we're going to throw some Bonneville in here. We're going to season all of our vegetables in this same little mix here. We're going to reuse this bowl over and over and over again. Then after they've cut up, we're going to mix it all in here too. So first ones we're going to throw in, we're going to toss in our asparagus, and we're going to give it a nice little toss. Okay, so we're just looking to get these nicely coated. Make sure we get all of our asparagus in here. We're just going to nicely coat the asparagus. Okay, but we're going to season this all up again later. So this can be a light kind of seasoning. So we got lots of seasoning still here at the bottom, and we're going to just keep reusing that. We're going to throw our asparagus down. Oh yeah. We're going to throw in our bell peppers. I'm going to throw them all in here. Again, just give it a nice little toss, mix it all up. Woo! It's hot sitting over this grill. Okay, and I'm going to go skin side up first. So when I flip it over, it can catch a bunch of those juices. All those juices are going to be delicious flavor that we want in this dish later. All right, onions. Same situation. Nice and simple. We're just going to kind of toss it all in here. Lightly coating everything. No stressing. All right. With eggplant, I salted, and then I rinsed, and I patted dry. Then we're going to throw them right in our pan here. I took the skin off, as you can see here. And the reason why I took the skin off is because I don't want that chewy skin as I'm eating through all these other vegetables. We got a beautiful little light coating. Get nothing crazy. Gonna throw these on here. Oh, yeah. Woo. There we go. Our tomatoes, we're throwing here. We're just going to get this nice little, well, yeah. We're just going to kind of use our hands on the tomato. Look at that. We're just going to get those nice coated. We're going to roast these off whole. We're not going to actually really look for grill marks on these. I want those juices to get caramelized and extra sweet as they're cooking on the smoker. Those will go on the top rack right there. And then we need a touch more oil, a little more Bonneville seasoning, some salt, and then more of our black pepper. And we're going to give it just a little more oil. Boop, boop. There we go. And that is going to be for our yellowneck squash, summer squash, zucchini. We're just doing a nice plank cut on these so that they're easy to grill off. And then we'll cut them to whatever bite size we want later. So I cut them like this. All right, now this guy, we can find room wherever we can to get it down. Oh yeah. There we go. All right. We're going to let that cook for a little bit. We want to let them cook, depending on how thick you cut them, depending on what temperature you have the grill at. It's all going to vary, but typically it's going to be really, really fast. We're talking maybe like 5 to 6 minutes total, 2 to 3 minutes on each side, real quick and easy flips. So I'm going to go rinse off my hand, and then we'll get a flipping. Oh, that is looking beautiful. I'm going to check out this asparagus first. Just give it a nice little flip. Yeah. Our peppers are starting to look good. We're getting some good caramelization on there. We're going to go ahead and flip these over now so that these little crevices can collect all sorts of delicious juices. You can absolutely do this in the oven. You can par cook them. You can give them a good roast, head them at a high broil, flip them, do all those kinds of things. You can pan sear them. Here you can do it on a griddle, get that caramelization, flip them. I love the look of a grilled vegetable. I think that their color just becomes richer. There's so much more depth to the color and the look of the vegetables. I was grilling a similar thing with my brother a couple weeks back, and I was just like, grilled vegetables just look so delicious to me. even like they look so much better than they actually are, and they are so good. So for them to look so much better and be so simple to get them to look that good, why not, you know? So, oh yeah, there we go. So we're starting to get, see how we're starting to get a little floppy here? That's perfect. The color on this guy, ooh, it's hot, is looking great. That's what we want. The asparagus, we want to be fork tender, but we still want a little pop when you're going into them, because otherwise they're going to turn to mush, and we don't want that. So, that being said, oh yeah, see, look at that. And this is why we do the planks. Look at all the surface area that we're able to get when we cut it into a plank to grill it off. You're going to get so much more surface area to grill more evenly. There we go. Such a major key to this situation is making sure that you have a nice tray to let them rest on. If you end up just throwing them all in a bowl, they're going to overcook. They're going to get steamed from their own heat, their own moisture evaporating and everything. It's going to steam inside of that bowl that you throw them in. So we got to let them cool. We got to let them hang out and rest here as a flat surface as we possibly can. We're going to do a little piling because my tray is just a little too small, and that's okay. All right, let's look at these guys. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to take this, we're going to kind of get any excess juices, but look at that color right there. That is going to be a delicious pepper. But you can see we got all that juice from these peppers collecting in the little like cups. We want to keep all of that deliciousness rocking and rolling. Use it. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at this caramelization on this eggplant. Oh, it smells so good. As you can see, our zucchini is getting a little extra floppy. We're getting a good shine on it. This is to cook to perfection for us. Like, so good. Bite to it. Feeling slightly raw. It's what we want. Now, these beautifully grilled off roasted tomatoes are going to go in the bowl. And the reason why is because we're going to use these tomatoes less of like a chunky, delicious tomato, more so that we can get a little bit more of a sauce kind of deal working out of them. So we're going to let these hang out in this bowl, let their juices kind of hang out, and then we'll chop them up, kind of mash them, maybe do a little hand crushing. The juices of these tomatoes and the cottage cheese and that balsamic is just going to make this nice, creamy, light, bright, delicious sauce to go in all these grilled veggies. Super easy, super delicious. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. I'm a sucker for grilled onions. Caramelized onions. Oh, hot, hot. But so good. The char, the smokiness, you get a little bite from the red onion, but it's also sweet. The salt on it feels heavy, so it's salty. Oh, this is gonna be delicious. Now, you can't tell me that these aren't beautiful. All right, so we're gonna go let these rest for a little bit before we chop them up to the bite size that we want. In that time, let's go straight off our cottage cheese and get everything else ready. Let's go. So normally, cottage cheese has all this whey on it, right? To get rid of all that and to get to the curds, we're gonna drop all those curds out. Go ahead and give it a little rinsey rinse. And we're gonna use cold water on this. We don't want to use hot water. If you have a 5-mesh strainer, that's what's best to use. If not, that's okay. But you just want to make sure you get the large curd when it comes to your cottage cheese. Large curd is going to be key because that's going to give you these big chunks like this. And that's going to be more kind of like a mozzarella vibe. Nice little rinse. There we go. Right back in. Try not to lose any of it, but some will happen. There we go. And there's our cottage cheese ready to go. We got our cheese strained now. We're pretty much ready to go. We're going to go ahead and peel some of this skin off these tomatoes just to kind of help with that situation. Yeah. We're just going to crush it. I figure, oh, squirting everywhere. It'll give us nice chunks everywhere. Oh, yeah. Oh, peel this guy. And again, this is why I'm using the same bowl that I seasoned everything in, is because now all that flavor, all that seasoning that was left over that didn't make it onto any of the veggies, chilling right here. We got our tomatoes all crushed up. We got a nice sauce. They're still a little warm, so I'm gonna throw all this chopped up garlic. I chopped, I don't know, 15 cloves of garlic. No, maybe like 10. It's probably about two to 3 tablespoons of garlic. I'm going to throw them in these warm tomatoes. I'm not thinking I'm going to cook it, but I am going to be able to let it soften up a little bit by having it be in this warm tomato juice and everything. The acidity is going to help kind of break it down, and it's going to help kind of start to release all those delicious garlic flavors into this sauce, and that's going to help coat everything beautifully. I'm also going to throw in some of our chopped up herbs. The herbs that we chopped up there's a bunch of tarragon, there's rosemary, there's thyme, and there is parsley. On sale. Look for whatever's on sale when you're doing this. Whatever herbs you can get on sale is the way to go. So tarragon, one package was $1.12. Win. 87 cents for this roasting blend. And this had the thyme, rosemary, and a little bit of parsley. Perfect. You want to do basil because you're growing in your backyard? Use that. Whatever herbs that you want to do, it can take you in all sorts of directions. We don't put the herbs on here. We want those herbs really, really fresh and vibrant on the veggies here. So I'm going to throw about half of this in here. I'm going to give that a little mixy mix. Oh, yeah. Let those kind of all get to know each other, become friends, do all those fun things. Now, let's talk cutting up these veggies on how we're going to do this. I'm going to eat this more as a side. You can always cut smaller. You can't make it grow after you cut it. And all woodworking things, fabric, all those kinds of things, you measure twice, cut once. With food, you don't really measure, but you only cut once because that's all the opportunity you get. So I'm going to start a bit chunkier. Let's start off with these onions, make it nice and easy. I'm going to just do quarters on the onions. So we're going to go here, get a nice quick rotate. There we go. And then right in the bowl. That's simple. Now, you don't like red onions? That's okay. Use whatever onions you like. Green onions, leeks. Oh, leeks would be delicious in this. What's in season? What do you walk through the produce section and you're like, oh, this looks good or that looks good? But you can cut this up smaller, serve it with some goat cheese, or any kind of cheese dip or anything like that. And next thing you know is you have a great topping for crostinis. You put it out on a platter like this. Cut 1.5. Throw a bunch of these guys, chopped just like this, onto your veggie platter. Hummus, ranch, chipotle ranch, whatever you want to do, it's going to be delicious. All right, these guys, I didn't want to cut that in half, but we're going to have to deal with it now. So we're going to go a little bit longer. I want these to be more big and chunky, and I want to feel like on my side is a plethora of vegetables, and I want you to be able to get one or two in the same bite, but not necessarily all of them in the same bite. Okay, so we want these cut similar size and length. We're just going to make all that simple and run our knives kind of at a diagonal and run our knife through. Give us these nice plank cuts here. So we're coming out with this little shape right here. It's great. Oh man, flavor is so good. Now, asparagus. We're going to take about half of these guys and we're going to line them all up and we're going to do a similar thing. We're just going to kind of go at an angle, slice it through. So we're going to have these little mini spears that we get. See, look at that. All right, now, ready? They're soft and they have a little bite to them. Perfectly cooked. Now, our eggplant is a little bit fatter, right, than our zucchini and our squash. So I am going to cut these guys in half, lengthwise. And then we'll kind of do a similar little diagonal cut. Have them all kind of matchy-matchy. But now it's about more similar width to the squash and everything. There we go. This is going to give it a great meatiness. That's why I went with the eggplant. Mushrooms is another great one. Get some big portobellos. Slice those up. Now, our peppers. Oh, I'm going to cut this guy in half. And then we're just going to run our knife through. Give her a nice leg. We just have that theme going now of these fun little diagonals. All right, let's go. Oh, there's that char to it. There's a little bit of sweetness. A little smoky flavor to it. Man. All right, so we have our, it's a hefty bowl now, but we got our delicious veggies. Now, if you're making this ahead of time, this is where you stop. You want to let them cool all the way before you chop them up. I'm going to eat these right away, so I kept on going. But if you do this a little bit ahead of time, you can do it cold, then chop it up so that they get completely cooled down. They don't overcook. They're not going to steam too much while they're in here. But now you take this just the way it is right now. Throw it back on a grill. You get one of these. You get a rack like this. You throw it on your grill and you Just let the flames hit it again. Ooh, it'll be delicious to warm up. Throw it in a saute pan, throw it in an oven. There's all sorts of things, but when it's warm, once you have this to the temperature that you want to serve it at, that's when cottage cheese goes in. All of it, okay? We're gonna use it all. We want it to be a little bit warm when we throw it in there. It's gonna help kind of soften up. Some of them are gonna melt a little bit. Some are gonna give a little bit of creaminess. Some are gonna be left whole, and it's gonna be as if you're kind of biting into this nice, soft little, almost mozzarella, but without the chew, but that soft, salty, delicious flavor that mozzarella provides. Cottage cheese is gonna give you a similar vibe with a whole lot less work. So, we go like that. Yeah, look how beautiful it is now. All the colors, oh man, and I love it. Roasted corn, peas, carrots, whatever veggies you like and you want, you can totally do this with. And it is gonna be so good. And you can have it heavy on one, just do all asparagus, do all whatever you want. Doesn't matter, whatever you wanna do, it's gonna be delicious. It's time for the rest of these herbs. Oh yeah, that tarragon in there. Give that a nice toss. Okay, now, I'm gonna use balsamic glaze on this one for the simple fact that I want it to be simple and easy. I like the texture and consistency of the glaze. I've done regular balsamic. I've done other kind of vinaigrettes, homemade, store-bought. All of those things kind of work. I would stay away from mayo-based or cream-based kind of sauces. Like your ranch is just gonna kind of get runny. It's not gonna be very good. I mean, sure, flavor-wise will be great, but presentation, all that kind of stuff, it won't really work. And you want something really light. Lean on the vinegars, lean on those bright flavors. The bright vinegars are gonna have great contrast against the charring, the oil, the fattiness of the cottage cheese. So we got this already made balsamic glaze. We're gonna probably do, I don't know, tablespoon to 3 tablespoons or so. Just enough to kind of have it be there, but not have it be overwhelming. All right, give this a nice toss. Of course, we're gonna try it, make sure that we're good on salt levels. Want a little bit of everything here. There we go, that's the winner right there. That is so good. So good, and it's so pretty. Like, look at that. Like, can't tell me, like, you get a beautiful steak, grilled chicken, some fish, this right on next to it, pile of this beautiful veggies. You're not gonna be excited? Lies, you're gonna be excited. Needs a little bit of salt and probably a little more balsamic. So we're gonna hit with a little bit of salt here. There we go, we're gonna give that a nice little toss. The balsamic is very much on the back end, and I wanna bring it just a hair forward. So we're gonna hit it with just a little bit more. There we go, oh, you can smell that balsamic, it's so good. The other thing that would be great in this, grilling up some fruit would be delicious in this. Some apples or pears as you get closer to the fall. Oh yeah, all those would be great additions to this. Let's give this a try-zy. Ooh, that's a big bite. I don't want that big a bite. Well, we're going with big bite. That was a big bite. This is turning out so good. I love the little cottage cheese bits. They're just soft and creamy, and this is nice fattiness. Instead of oil giving you that fat richness to help with this, we're gonna lean on that cottage cheese. The vegetables all have a great crunch to them. You can taste everything. When I'm biting, it's like, oh, there's asparagus, there's some squash, that's part of the onion. Ooh, that is the eggplant. You get all those flavors, and then you get all this just nice, beautiful herbs going through it all. Oh, so good. And then that balsamic, just that sweet, rich, bright balsamic coming in at the end. Oh, it just kind of carries it all, lifts it all up. And you're just like, okay, I'm ready for the next bite. Ready for the next bite. This on a crostini, throw some falafel on a wrap. This would be delicious. Steak on a wrap in this. Oh, pasta. Cook some pasta. Throw it in this. You have a beautiful pasta salad. Super simple. Throw some beans in this. You have a great bean salad. I mean, the options for this thing is absolutely endless. And you can do all sorts of delicious things. Oh man, this is good and I love it. And I think that you should start making this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this dish makes it into one of your next meals super quick, because it is the perfect season to start working on this and perfecting this recipe. Let me know down in the comments what veggies you think I needed to add that I missed. What would you swap out? And if there's a dressing that you think would be even better than a simple balsamic glaze. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the fun things. We'll see you next time.